Good evening, everyone. Hello and welcome to Monday Night Live. It's been a couple of weeks, I know. Thank you for your patience and thank you for joining me. So tonight it is all about the new release from Dina Wakley. It is the Dylusions. It is the Diamond Rocks, Diamond Dust, Diamond ink, and Diamond stickles. Absolutely amazing. It's awesome. And I've been playing with it for the last week or so. So I'm really, really excited to be sharing some of the things that I have been trying with it. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. So let's not waste any more time. I'm going to flip to my overhead camera and we will get started. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Oops. Straighten that camera out. Here we go. Make sure the lighting's good. Okay, so the Diamond Rocks here. Just hang on. I'm just going to lower my camera just a little bit, just to make it a little bit closer. There we go. Oh, and I'm even straight. Okay, so here we go. The Diamond collection. And this, I've just made a few samples. So I'm going to show these to you. Hey, Mari, how's it going? Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. So what is the Diamond collection from Dina Wakley? Not Dina Wakley. Sorry, Diane Reevely. Oh, my gosh. I can tell it's been a Monday already. Okay, so there's the Diamond Medium. This is a slow drying ink specifically made to use with this. This is a lot like embossing ink. That is what this is like, but they call it the Diamond Medium. It's a slow drying ink. Play around with that for a little bit. We've also got the Diamond Medium in the dauber top. There's some really cool techniques that you can use, that you can do using this. There is also, which I'm so excited about, this Dylusions stickles. Absolutely amazing. So cool. We'll be using that in a little bit as well. And then what we have, let me move these off. We've got the Diamond Rocks and Diamond Dust. So the Diamond Rocks, move that one in here too so I don't forget to talk about it. Here we go. It's like a chunky embossing powder. So I don't know how long you've all been crafters, but way back in the day, we had a product called UTEE, UTEE. And it was ultra thick embossing enamel. It was amazing. We all loved it. I'm still hoarding a bottle. I actually found mine yesterday, got it out. I don't know why I hoarded it for so long because now it's turned yellow and is basically no good. But I might still do something with it. So there are 6 colors of Diamond Rocks, and there's also this one, which is the clear. And I'll be doing something cool with that in a little bit too. Okay, so the Diamond Rocks, the clear one, this is a 3 ounce. This is a 3 ounce container here. And then the Diamond Rocks, these are just under 1 ounce. So we have Pink Flamingo. We have Island Parrot. And these colors are from the lineup of Dylusions. So you will also find these colors in the paints and the sprays. Here we go. This is Laid Back Lilac. I should be showing you these colors. Open these up. So here is Island Parrot. We've got Laid Back Lilac. Very cool. Bubble Gum Pink. That is a great pink color. There we go. Post Box Red. Another great color from the Dylusions line. And we also have London Blue. Probably one of my favorite Dylusions colors. Now to go along with the Diamond Rocks, there is also the Diamond Dust in those exact same colors. Now the Diamond Dust, you can see a very fine mica dust. There you go. Really fine. It's like perfect pearls. So there's also the Pink Flamingo, Island Parrot, Laid Back Lilac, Bubble Gum, Post Box Red, and London Blue. So I've made some squares so you can see what these look like. So this is the diamond rocks. That's actually pink flamingo. So that's pink flamingo. And I have done these on the diamond boards. These are also new. They're called diamond boards. It's like a thin chipboard. One side is already coated. And that's what I've made these out of. There's 3 kinds of diamond boards. There's the small rectangles. There is the squares. And there is these ones. There you go. Put those back. We'll be using those in a little bit. So that one is the pink flamingo. We've got island parrot. Isn't that gorgeous? Island parrot. Laid back lilac. And I'm going to show you how I created this one. That was actually really fun. So the purple is the laid back lilac. We've got bubblegum. That is very bright pink. And postbox red. And the last one here, this is London blue. And this is another technique I did using gold embossing powder, and I'll show you how to do that as well. Okay, so let's start creating. I'm just going to set these aside. There's also 2 new brushes in here. This one is your, I don't remember the names they put on them. They're really funny. I think this one's the fluffer. This one's the flapper, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. But 2 brushes to also apply your diamond dust. And I'll be using those in a little bit as well. Okay, I'm just going to move these to the side for the moment. Move the dust to the side too. Okay, so I'm going to bring in, I've already created some of the squares. So I'm going to start working on these. Just going to bring in just a piece of parchment here. Tear that in half. Don't need this one. I'll use this one for pouring my dust on. Okay, so you can start with any type of surface. Hey, Teresa, how you doing? So I'm just gonna. It doesn't matter that it's your first live. I love that you're here. I hope you enjoy this. Okay, so I'm gonna use the diamond boards. You could also use chipboard. You could also use heavy cardstock. I am using the diamond boards. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some of the diamond medium. This is the dabber top. I'm just going to come in, I'm just going to dab that all over until I get good coverage. There we go. Okay, I'm going to move it over here and let's grab bubblegum pink. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're just going to pour it all over your diamond board that has all of that gorgeous ink on it. I'm going to tip that off. Pour that back in. And now I'm going to heat this. Okay, so that is one layer. Hi, Caroline. So the key to this is you do more than one layer. And I find 3 layers is kind of that perfect thickness. So you just need to let it cool down, because if you start dabbing it again, you can heat this up and pour this right on it right away, but I find you don't get really great coverage. Okay, that's cooled down. So again, I'm going to take my diamond medium. I'm going to go over all of it again, and we're going to build this up another layer. Okay, diamond dust again, or diamond rocks again. Pour this off. And we're going to heat this one more time. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments. Glenn is behind the scenes, so he can put those up on this screen for me. There we are. We're getting better coverage there. You can see that. Starting to get there. We need one more layer and it's going to be perfect. Now, before I do another layer, what I want to do is I want to get a stamp ready. Okay, this is actually one of the new Tracy Scott stamps. I'm going to use it. Let me grab that one out. Going to need a stamping block. And before I do this again, let me move this over. I'm going to ink up my stamp. And remember, this is a slow drying ink, so I do have some time. Just going to make sure my stamp is inked up really well. And now I'm going to apply more of that diamond medium back onto this diamond board. There we go. One more layer of diamond dust. I'm going to have my stamp ready here beside me. Okay, so before it cools down, I'm going to take my stamp and I'm just going to place it over top. I'm not going to press down too hard. And it didn't work because I didn't press down. I pressed down hard, but not hard enough. Just give me a second. So if you screw up like I do, see like that, all you have to do is reheat it. There we go. I reheated it. The initial impression is gone. And I just take my stamp. And now I've made that impression into the diamond rocks. So because I've used the diamond medium on my stamp, I can now go in with the diamond dust. I do need to wait until this has cooled down, because if I put the diamond dust on there too soon, it's going to stick to the diamond medium. Just going to wipe my stamp off. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to pick a diamond dust. Let me pick, let's go with the blue one. This is London Blue. I'm going to take the small brush and I'm just going to dip it into the dust. And I'm just going to start applying it where I want it. And where I want it is where I did the flowers. So I'm just going to go in and just apply some of that dust into that stamped impression I just left there. And because it was diamond medium on my stamp, now the diamond does have somewhere to stick. So I'm just going to come in and apply that diamond dust. Into those grooves. This brush is the perfect size. Just big enough to get into those detail spots. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to close that up. Now I'm going to come with the bigger brush, and I'm just going to come in and just gently wipe away the excess. And there you go. Isn't that cool? That is amazing. I love it. So that's really cool. Now for me, and I do have some card bases. I'm hoping to get some cards made tonight. For me, I would just pop that on a card, a sentiment, but I think I might actually do some painting with the diamond dust later. So this is actually going to go on a card. So I'm just going to set that aside for right now. I'm going to do another one. And this time, what I'm going to do, let's take this again. So again, it takes about 3 coats of the diamond rocks to get a nice thick layer. Okay, this time I'm going to use the purple. But instead of on my third layer doing stamping, I'm going to show you something else to do with a gold embossing powder. There we go. So this is laid back lilac. Okay, coat number 2, just need to wait for this to cool down. If you try and put this on too fast, this will still move and you'll actually pick it up. So you do need to wait until it cools down. Still a little bit warm. But it's not moving. Coat number 2. Just going to let this cool down. I am going to bring in this gold embossing powder, and it's the Superfine Detail Gold Embossing Powder from Ranger. Okay, so that's cooled down. Applying our ink one more time. So what I'm going to create this time is, or the technique that I'm going to show you is this one here. Just trying to find the ones where I put it. Of course I can't find it. Okay, I'm going to grab a pipette for this one. Now I'm going to take my pipette. Now I did try this a couple of different ways and I found this was the easiest way to do it was with the pipette, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to just kind of create like streaks through it. So I'm just taking the pipette, I sucked up some of the gold powder, and now I'm just kind of dropping it. What I'm trying to create is almost like a marble look to it. I'm not trying to cover it. I'm just trying to add in just some areas there. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the diamond rocks and fill in the other areas. It's a really cool technique. And especially mixing in other colors and other types of embossing powders. There we go. I think I pretty much have enough on there. Let's close that up. And let's give this a try. So there you go. Now, what you couldn't see because the camera wasn't close enough is when it starts to melt together, you can see it move. So you can actually use your heat tool to move that gold around, which is really cool. But that is amazing. And I absolutely love that. Now, I could have stamped in that. That would have been fun. Here's the one I did with the blue using the exact same technique. Glitter probably would work, Verna. Yeah, it probably would work. Yeah, so there you go. Isn't that cool? It's just kind of different, right? I just love it. Okay, so I'm going to set those aside. Now, what else can you do? Just going to set that aside for a moment. Let's get out one of the square ones. Now, what I'm going to do is actually the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to paint this diamond block. Just going to paint it with a bit of, this is Midnight Paint from Paper Artsy. So I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to paint this all over. Give it a good coat of paint. So these, the diamond boards are chipboard, but they are pre-gessoed on one side. So you can see it's chipboard on that side. And then this side, it's already pre-gessoed for you. So it's already a really good substrate that you can just start to work on right away. Okay, there we go. So I've got that covered in paint. Give this a dry. Okay, now I am going to take this diamond medium in the dabber top. I'm going to dab all over it. There we go. So I've coated that with the diamond medium. And now I'm going to grab some colors of the diamond dust. Again, I'm going to take, actually, let's get the blue one instead. Going to take this and I'm just going to put some diamond dust onto my board. I would pre-gesso anything that you're going to work on, depending on your substrate. Yes. I'm just going to lower this again, see if we can get a little bit closer. Okay, let's try laid back lilac. This is looking so cool. And actually, do you know what? I don't think I'm going to do the green. I think I'm going to come in with the pink. Let's do pink instead. Okay, so I've taken one of the diamond boards. I've covered it in Midnight Paint by Paper Artsy. And now I put on the diamond medium, and now I'm putting on some diamond dust in 3 different colors. Okay, let's put these away. Just using the fluffer brush just to kind of push that around into all that diamond medium. Very cool. Look how fun that is. Oh, that's very fun. Okay. I'm going to spray it with a bit of water because the diamond dusts are water soluble. So if I spray it with a little bit of water, it's going to activate it and it's going to mix a little bit more. So just a light spray of water, not a whole lot. And now I'm going to dry it. Okay, so there, I have that. Isn't that gorgeous? I would almost leave it like that, but I want to protect it. So how do I protect it? Well, I'm going to put some of the Diamond Rock clear on it. So I'm just going to come in, dab on my diamond medium. And this is the clear stuff, remember? And just look how cool that is. Now that is fun. It almost looks like a galaxy of some sort. It just looks amazing. Isn't that cool? Okay, awesome. I'm just going to set that aside. Now, I also want to show you a few things you can do with stencils as well. And stamping. Don't forget the stamping. Okay, So the other day, as I was playing with this, just going to wipe up this paint before I make a big mess. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, as I was playing with these items, I grabbed out my journal. I went to a black page layout. I'm just trying to find it here. Here we go. So on here, I stamped, this was one of the new Dina Wakley stamps with the birds, stamped the bird all over and then put diamond dust on it. It was so amazing. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we're going to do that again. But I also want to use a stencil. Okay, I'm just looking to see if I have any black paper in here, and I might not. So going to use some Vicky Bouton's black foundations paper. Just so you can see. Look at that. I just can't stop looking at that. That is so pretty. Okay. So let me grab a stamp. We'll just use this bird stamp again. This one is Fly High. Grab that out. Just trying to think, which bird do I want to use? Let's use this one. My stamp block's not big enough. Here we go. So again, I'm going to go in with my diamond medium, stamp all over my stamp. Now, if you're doing this on white or light paper, it is a little bit harder to see your ink. But on black paper, the stamping shows up beautifully. So there, you can see that stamping right there. Very easy to see, right? Gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to set the stamp aside for right now. Let's grab a diamond dust. I'm going to grab London Blue again. Just going to use the bigger brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap it. I don't want to start wiping it because it's going to move that ink. So you really just want to tap it on because you don't want to move the ink because that ink, remember, is slow drying. So you just want to tap it on. There we go. Just going to tap off that excess, move that aside. And then I'm going to go in with this brush and then you just wipe away the excess. And look how beautiful that is. Isn't that stunning? I absolutely love it. Gorgeous. Brush away that excess. Let's bring in our stamp again. And let's do Post Box Red this time. So for those of you who are old enough to remember Perfect Pearls, this is very much what we used to do with Perfect Pearls. But Diane has just taken it to another level and has added a whole new selection of products to go with it, which are absolutely stunning. There we go. So we just tap that on. Then we're going to take our brush and gently brush away that excess. And there we go. Oh my word, so pretty. Now, if you're wondering, can you use it with stencils? Yes, you can use it with stencils. Just grabbed out. Let me use one of these stencils here. This is a Jofi stencil. Don't know if we have any of these left. It's PS413. But yes, you can use stencils. Now, I wouldn't use this through a stencil just because it is kind of liquidy and you don't want it to leak underneath your stencil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, if I can find one, here we go. You can take the pad and press it in if you want, but I like a little bit more control. So I'm just going to pick up some of the ink on a blending tool, and I'm just going to come and blend that ink through my stencil. Could you use it on a scrapbook page? Let me just show you. So these ones that are done here, the powder does come off. It does come off. So I don't think I would use it on a scrapbooking page unless I can seal it like I sealed this. If you were to seal it, you probably could. Okay, so here's this one. I put it through the stencil. You can see that there. I am going to take, let's take green. I would have no problem using it in my art journal, but I'd just be afraid in a scrapbook page. Now, scrapbook page, you do put behind a, into a page protector. But I just don't know over time what that would do. There we go. Close up our dust. And there you go. You know what? You could probably heat set it. I don't know if it's going to make, we can try it. Still comes off. You know what? Once it probably needs, what I would say, it probably needs time to set. So if I was doing a scrapbook page, I would probably leave it set out for quite a while to let it set. But even heat setting it, and I can even see it's moving. But I just love the look of it. Oh. You can spray it with water or any fixatives. Oh, glossy gel medium. Well, there you go, Kathy. You were at that weekend with Diane. Oh my gosh, I saw that. Okay, well, Kathy says we can spray it with water. No, that did not work. It's moving. But there you go. Yeah, the dust doesn't respond to heat. Yeah, I see that. But through a stencil and stamping, it looks fantastic. Kathy. Yes, you probably could use a resin spray, but I would probably still let it sit overnight before I would put gel medium on it, just so it doesn't move. Yes. All right. I am going to, here is this. I would totally use these in cards. I totally would. Oh, this one. I didn't show you this. Let's do that. Oh, very light. I'm not a light-handed person, Kathy. Actually, the sprayer I'm using, it's not the normal one I spray with. That's in my bathroom because I also use it for my hair. Okay, here we go. So this one here, where did it go? There we go. I know, so many things to try. So this again was a stamp into the hot diamond rocks, and then I did put on the gold embossing powder and then heat set it, and I absolutely love it. And then what I thought I would do, and I forgot to do it yesterday, so I was going to come in with the diamond stickles and was just going to put the diamond stickles in where the flower petals are and let it dry. And I meant to do that yesterday and I completely forgot until now because I haven't used the diamond stickles yet. But I was going to go in and fill all of these petals in with the diamond stickles. I know. Who is also a friend, loves the stickles? Oh my gosh, love the stickles. Okay. I do think, and what Kathy said there is, I think when you use them, you need to give them a chance to cure. So even if I was making these for cards, like using it with the diamond dust like these, I would let them sit for a while. I wouldn't make a card and then give it to somebody that same day. I would let it sit. I'm going to do the green. I think the green's my favorite color, to be honest with you. But I am partial to green and blues. So it's probably why I like London blue too as well. So while I'm waiting for that to cool down, I'm just going to grab another Tracy Scott stamp. This one has the heart on it. Just going to ink that up, move that out of the way. There we go. Just look at that color of green. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. So nice. We're just going to let it cool down. And then I'll do the third one. And then we're going to stamp our heart in it with that diamond medium on there. Cool down. You know, I tried that, Kathy, and I just don't know if I'm not quick enough or because it's too dry here, but it wasn't sticking for me. I tried that because, again, you don't want to waste the medium, but there we go. All right, let's get ready with my stamp. There, I've got my heart in there. Very cool. So I've got my little brush and my superfine embossing powder. And I'm just going to come in and just lightly brush in some of that superfine embossing powder in there. There you go. Which I think is super fun. That is super fun. It looks like I stuck my finger in there, but you just heat that up and that'll go away. Super fun. It's just so much fun. It's bringing me back to my UD days. So much fun. Okay, now something else cool that you can do, just give me a moment to clean up my space because I got some dust and embossing powder on there. Okay, let me bring this in. This is the Vicki Boutin, the Vicki Boutin paper. Just going to bring that over there. I've got my sprayer, and I'm going to grab some diamond dust. The Vicki Boutin Foundations paper, I was trying to say. So I'm just going to put some diamond dust on there. Let me move these out of the way. Bubblegum pink, and let's maybe... Oh, sorry, that was pink flamingo. This is bubblegum pink. I'm going to try some of it as well. There we go. Going to add some water. Going to take a brush. Those are just so pretty. So shimmery and gorgeous. I love it. Going to take my brayer. Trying to find a nice clean piece of paper. Sometimes I just want to add just a little bit of water to a card background. That's pretty. Just going to grab another one here since I seem to have a lot. Very pretty. Let me wipe that off. That is my favorite one right there. Look how pretty that is. Okay, let's heat set this. And then let me grab one of these. Oh, how about that one right there? How beautiful of a card would that make? That would be so pretty. Okay. Don't normally use glue, but because this is a little bit thicker, I'm going to use this. I'm going to move it a little bit closer to the top because then that will give me room to add my sentiment down here and add that to a card. And then I've got a nice, beautiful card. Just holding that just while that glue catches. And look how pretty that is. I didn't grab out a sentiment stamp. If I would have grabbed out a sentiment stamp, I would have stamped one on there. But look how pretty that is. So, so pretty. Now, if I wanted to add diamond rocks to the outside of this card, I could certainly do that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some of this diamond medium. I'm only going to do it on two sides for right now. Let's do, I think I did London blue in there. So I'm just going to dump a little bit of this out. Just going to run that card through there. So where that diamond medium is, it's going to pick that up. So you can see that there. Just going to leave that diamond medium there while I heat this. So there's two sides of that card done. Take my diamond medium again, run it down the other two sides. And that's a fun technique. Doing this technique is really fun with any embossing powder. Perfect. Got to add a little bit of stickles to the center of my flowers. And then I'll probably do a couple of stickle dots up here and a couple down here. And that still gives me room to do my sentiment on my card. That is bright and fun. Look at that. The blues and the pinks, absolutely gorgeous. So much fun. Putting that aside so I don't drop it because you know me. Okay, there we go. Wasn't that fun? I'm still playing lots with these. I'm loving them. I've got ideas I think that will work for so many of them. But I have to say, this was my favorite. Just looks like a galaxy, doesn't it? It looks so pretty. Could probably put some diamond stickles on there to make some stars. And I was going to grab something else. There we go. Diamond rocks, diamond dust, diamond medium, all from the wonderful and talented Diane Reevely. Available to purchase now in the store. And if you've already purchased them, don't forget you can share all of your creations in our inspiration group. We would love to see what you're doing with your product. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Have a wonderful evening. Stay crafty, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye.